Good morning, Year 8. So today we're moving on to a new topic, and we're moving on to a topic called algebra. Now that might scare some of you, but don't worry, we're going to start off really kind of basic with basic algebra. So here's your starter this morning. There are 6 questions for your starter, and basically what you've got to do is you've got to find the missing number. So you've got question 1, so x represents a number that we don't know yet. So I'll do the first one with you. So x plus 9 equals 61. We've got to find the number that plus 9 gives us 61. Now the way we can do that is we can just do 61, take away 9, and we'll get the number that we need. So 61 take away 9 is 52. So x equals 52 for the first one. You're just finding the missing number that works for each of these equations. So 52 add 9 gives us 61, and that's the only answer that you can get. Now I want you to have a go at questions 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is all to do in your books or on paper. All to do on books or on paper. You don't need to type anything on the Google Classroom. You do all of this in your books. Okay, so pause the video, give yourself some time to do questions 1 to 6, okay? And then we should move on. Okay, so here are your answers. So you've got a number plus 6 gives us 24. X has to be 18 for that one. 11 plus a number gives us 64. X has to be 53 for that one. A number take away 12 gives us 31. X has to be 43 for that one. A number take away 9 gives us 25. X has to be 34. And then last one, a number take away 28. This is a hard one. Number take away 28 gives us 78. X has to be 106. Okay, so there are your answers. Mark them please if you can, and we'll move on. So your date, title and learning objective are here. Can you please copy those down and underline them in your books? Today's the 7th of May. Goodness, how the time's going. And your title is algebraic notation, and your learning objective is there as well. So take your time, pause the video if you need to copy these down, please. Now, algebra is all to do with letters and numbers combined. So what we're going to do today is we're going to learn how to simplify an algebraic expression when it's being multiplied together. So if I go to the next slide, I'll do some really important things that you need to know. You should be following all my instructions during this video, please. Don't just do one part of it and then think you're done. You're not. You need to go through the whole video and watch the whole thing to make sure you've done enough for your lesson. So here are some important bits to remember, and you're going to copy these into your books. So question 1, a times a, we can write as a squared. Just like 4 times 4 is 4 squared, 3 times 3 is 3 squared. A number times itself means it's squared, so that's why we can write a squared. A divided by 2, now in algebra we don't use a divide sign anymore, we actually use a fraction. So we write it as a over 2, like that. 2 times a for the next one. Now in algebra we don't use multiplication signs when everything's simplified, so we would just write 2a. Now if we think about this next one, 2 times a, well we know that a times a is a squared, so this would just be 2a squared. And then the last one, a times b. Again, we don't use multiplication signs when everything's simplified, So that would just be AB. Now, whenever you do something like number 5, when you've got a couple of letters that need to be multiplied together, you always have your letters in alphabetical order. Now, A and B are already in alphabetical order, so that's absolutely fine. But if you had something like B times A, you would have to swap it round so that it looks like AB. Okay? Now, what always happens, here are the 2 rules that you must remember. The number always comes first, if there is one, and your letters are in alphabetical order. They're the 2 rules you must remember. So take some time to copy those down. Pause the video if you need to before we move on. Okay, so here's your first example. So example number 1. We've got 5 little mini examples there for you to have a go at. Okay, go through with me. Now, we've already kind of done the first one, haven't we? So A times B. Remember, we don't use multiplication signs. So that would be AB. 2 times G. Well, let's remember our rules. 2, the number has to come first. So the number comes first, okay? And then there's only one letter, so that's going to be 2G. Now let's have a look at this. H times 7. What should always come first? The number, if there is one. So 7 has to come first, and then H will come next. Y times T. Now let's think about, we don't have any numbers there, so no numbers has to go first. But we do have 2 letters, so we have to think about whether they're in alphabetical order. Now I know that T comes before Y. So our answer is just TY. And then last one, extra complicated here, but we've got a number, so we know that 5 has to go first. And then we've got to think about what order should M and F go in. Well, F comes before M in the alphabet, so it's just got to be 5FM. So remember, 2 rules. Number comes first, letters in alphabetical order, if there needs to be. In a sec whilst my computer tries to connect a little bit. Oh dear, come on. Oh, this is taking forever, isn't it? Oh, if I press cancel. There we go, let's try and start again, shall we? Okay, we're back in business. Sorry about that. So you can pause the video now just to copy any of that down, okay? Pause the video and you can copy that down. So remember those 2 rules that I told you. Now here are your questions for today. You've got 16 questions to do. You have just got to simplify these expressions, just like in your example. So for example, 3 times P, well, the answer to that would be 3P, because your number has to come first and then your letter comes afterwards. So I want you to do these questions in your books, letter them, number it, so 1A, 1B, 1C, etc. And I want you to just write your answers in a line. Once you've done that, you're finished, okay? So that means you can take a picture of your work and submit it to me, okay? Now, Liam, if you need to, if you're having trouble submitting a picture, you can always just write your answers on a Google document and share it with me. I don't mind if you do that because you've had problems in the past doing it, haven't you? So if you need to, write your answers on a Google Doc for me and just share it with me. And if that's easier, that's fine, okay? So submit a picture of your work today. Please do so via email or the Google Classroom. Your answers are on the next page so that you can mark your work, okay? So they're on the next page so you can mark it yourself and check if you've got it right. Any problems, remember I'm at the end of this computer line. You can give me an email or a comment. And I hope you have a lovely day. And at some point, I hope you get to enjoy the sunshine a bit. I know I hope to as well, okay? And I hope you all have a lovely long weekend. Okay? Okay, I shall see you next week, Year 8.